I'm Matt Dice, and in this video, we'll be going over Riotech's DTMF platform, the RT-DTMF.
Okay, so here we have got our test unit mounted on a rack. The device is connected to some LED indicators to help visualize the channel activations as we activate them during our tests. So to kick things off, if I activate channel 1, it will activate for 30 seconds and then it will time out automatically and shut off. But to hear the audible message, let's go ahead and do that. So
Channel 1 active.
there we go. So we got audible confirmation coming back from the device as well as visualizing that our channel is active. Now to deactivate, I can activate its code.
Channel 1 inactive.
Easy enough. So we'll move on to some of the other details here. So we've got a status screen that lets us visualize what's active, how long or how much time is remaining while a channel is active, and also actually see our receive buffer. So we can see as DTMF tones flow into the unit, how it stacks them and how it will clear them. So I can hit any combination of numbers here and have them start filling up in my receive buffer here. So 5, 2, 3, and we have them show up. After 5 seconds, it will automatically clear. That is a user selectable number that you can program in order to make sure that no, transient tones or anything exist on the unit. So it's full and clear, so whenever you go to activate, you have to type out the full tone or the full code that will activate the channel. So 222 star should activate channel 2 here.
Channel 2 active.
So it told us channel 2 active. I see channel 2 is active, and I've got my 2-minute countdown timer. Same thing again for deactivating. 222 pound.
Channel
Turns off.
2 inactive.
Moving on, let's go ahead and set this up to be something like a remote preamp start, something kind of fun. So we'll go into our settings. In here you can actually view the settings for activations, deactivations. All your settings are viewable. That is something that you can view without a password. Any of the other items under the settings menu, you will have to enter a password in order to make modifications. Let's check out DTMF controls. This is where we get to activate the codes that will trigger our activation. So channel 1, it says 111 star right now. We can go in and we can modify that to be 1, 2, 3, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1. The X's here are a don't care. So right now it's going to set it for 5 digits at 1, 2, 3, 0, 1 for the activation. Next, whenever we want it to activate, we can go in and change what our playback settings are going to be. So an activation response, whenever it activates, we want it to say something different than just the channel 1 active. So we'll enter in, go to channel 1. Here's where we get to select the audio bank for the playback. So let's have it say railroad, just tinkering here. Railroad flash was active. That sounds fun. So again, same thing with the X's. You've got up to 16 different sequences or banks that make up a sequence. It basically will kill off after it sees the first X. So upon channel 1's activation, the audio will come on and say railroad flashers active. And then if we wanted to change our deactivation response, we could do so the same way. Same thing for if the channel times out. So if it has a 2-minute timeout and it automatically times out, we can have it say a different response. There is a very large bank of audio and additional DTMF tones that can be kicked out of the unit if you needed to daisy chain anything or anything like that. Another thing too is that the unit will not talk back on the radio until the radio channel is free or it gets beyond a forced timeout before it says, hey, the channel seems to be tied up, but I have to get this audible message out, and it will key up and play the response. Last, radio settings, you can change your frequency here. I'm at 161.25 and squelch thresholds. So we'll go ahead and back out. Again, we were what 12301 and then we're expecting it to tell us that it has started the crossing flashers. So here we go.
Railroad flashers active.
Easy enough. Our channel 1 is active. If we wait long enough, we would see it time out. We got 20 seconds left. It'll turn off. It should tell us the default, which is channel 1 inactive. We've got USB on the front for firmware upgrades if necessary, as well as the internal USB for loading the audio files. Here comes our turn off of channel 1.
Channel 1 inactive. Timeout.
Oh, it added the word timeout at the end because the channel timed out. That's programmed into the timeout deactivation. All right, that pretty much sums it up. Feel free to reach out to us with questions, and don't forget to check out our website at www.riotechnology.com. Thanks.